Oops. Enough for everybody? Yes. Looks like it. The headphones just not loud enough. The headphones are at max. I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. I'll be right back. Give me just 1 minute. Okay. Back. So, about that month that passed, I remember mostly what we did last. I did watch the very end of the last recorded stream so that I could remind myself. So, we went from kind of an outer area, not quite outside, but near outside, where there had been a malevolent spirit. I don't remember the guy's name now, but there had been a guy who was, I think it was, he was a, well, so as a boy, the guy had a friend in Nazi Germany who turned out to be, I think, Jewish, maybe Gypsy, but anyway, something where like the Nazis didn't like her, right? So they were hunting for her. And he ended up losing her, and also his father was punished for not revealing that she was there, or something like that. So he had all this trauma, right? So he grew into adulthood eventually and carried that trauma with him. Turned into a very messed up individual, we'll say. And as kind of a middle-aged man, so he learned art. He became great at painting. And as a middle-aged man, he trained or helped out or whatever. I think he trained. Anyway, kind of an apprentice who had his own life he was going through. Well, they ended up going their separate ways, and now that guy that was the kid in Nazi Germany has become an old man, and that apprentice he had trained reconnected with him, and they got together at Neva. And the younger guy's daughter started studying with the old man because, her father had studied. But something broke in him, in the old man, and he did something terrible to the girl. We don't know exactly what. Obviously, we could say maybe it was Ape Ray, or maybe it was Buse A. I don't know, that doesn't really work. Anyway, maybe it was Eating Bay. Use pig Latin for everything. Anyway, maybe it was the R word. Maybe it was beating. We don't know. Some kind of abuse. Anyway, and so because of all that, his student, whose daughter had been the one to get hurt or killed, whatever, he had a similar ability that our character has, which is a medium and can go into the minds of other people and cleanse them of their corruption or destroy them from within, something along those lines. So he did that, and we came out of the vision where we saw all of that, and then realized that malevolence was still hanging around outside, and we destroyed it because it was all that was left of the evil, and we wanted the evil gone. And the evil, to be fair, wanted to be destroyed, and so we gave it what it wanted. Then we went out into the forest, further investigating, trying to find out what was going on, like how the maw come to be and whatever. And we learned several things. There was a guy who I guess had been like a janitorial or something like that, or maintenance or something, and he had escaped when all the destruction was happening inside the resort itself, the main part of the resort. He'd escaped and wandered down went down into the woods to try to get away. But the maw is ravenous. It's very, very hungry, never satisfied, never satiated. So it went and tried to possess different creatures. It tried several times on different deer, and the deer, of course, couldn't stand its presence, and so they were killed in the process. Then it found its way to that guy and tried to possess him, but again, he wasn't strong enough, and so he fell victim. And right about the time that we discovered that, oh, and there was a dog that helped lead us to there. Anyway, right about the time we discovered that, the maw showed up and came after us, and we did a bunch of running and eventually got to kind of the rundown wasn't really a hydroelectric plant. I'm trying to think what exactly it was. Anyway, some kind of a technical plant of some kind or whatever. And so we ran there, and the maw chased us around and stuff, but we finally got out of there. And then we talked with Sadness again. And Sadness said, and I think the Sadness's original name was Lillian, and our name is Marianne, so it's interesting. Anyway, but Sadness said that she isn't the one who needed to remember things. That our character, Marianne, is the one who needed to remember things, and we needed to remember the red house or the red. I think it's the red house, not the red door. Right? I think it's the red house. Anyway, and so because of that, that is where we left off. That's the next thing we need to do is to try to get in the red house or whatever and deal with things there. Okay. Been about 10 minutes now, so we're going to go ahead and get going. Okay, the red house, although I don't know exactly what the deal with that is. There is a place here. I don't know what to do with it. Oops. Let's go ahead. Can I go up this ramp? This is not somewhere we can go. Oh, that's not a ramp, I guess. That's just something that fell and kind of was leaning to the side. So I guess we just go forward. Ghost echoes or anything. Doesn't look like it though. Okay. Oops. Forward. Can I go on the right side of this? Yeah. Anything around though. Okay. There's an interesting dynamic you have, right? You have the real world and you have the spiritual world, and she, with some exceptions of course, she generally is restrained by both. By either one will restrain her. So for example, when we were in like that one spot just a few moments ago where there was the tree, I could not go to the right side of the tree because the real world would not let me. But in the spirit world, it seemed like it would be, or was it? Anyway, you get the idea. Like if there's an object blocking the way in either world, I cannot proceed. So you might have a situation where one of the worlds is fine, but we still cannot go forward because of whatever happened. So I guess we can't go that way. I have no spiritual energy, so I gotta be careful. Get to spirit well fast soon, or that. I don't know what that is. Something inside, though, has some kind of resonance. Find the red house. Okay. And there's something over here as well. Investigate the tool shed? Alright, I don't know what this is. Oh.
The spark's too weak to absorb. It's like it's missing something.
Oh. Just ready to find another doll, looks like, and I put that in the middle. Is this the tool shed? I guess. Are those... looks like multiple souls drained on the upper shelf, like balcony or whatever you would call that. But it's only in the spirit world that ledge exists. Interesting.
Are you looking for this, little girl?
I'm sorry, but, Father doesn't like it when I talk to strangers.
Smart man. He's the manager around here, right? Would you happen to know where he is? I'd love to have a word with him.
Go away, or I'll scream.
Clever girl.
I'd love to have a word with him. What are you going to do? Kill him? So then there's no defense for the girl? It's not like anything else that way. There's something above, I guess.
Thomas. You were here. This was your place. What the hell happened here?
July 27th, 1983. The Gemini case. The investigation is moving along, but I think Rekovich is starting to suspect something. Need to move fast. Tonight's the night.
So they knew about Thomas. But how much, exactly? And who the hell were they?
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, hey, a eunuch. Someone's got good taste.
Yep. Just a eunuch. Okay.
Well, you're one to talk. This was your bright idea. No, they're already on to us. That son of a bitch is one of them. I can feel it. Fine, we'll make sure. Come on. It's almost dawn.
One of them? Who are you running from, Thomas?
Then I'm gonna need to use, that looks like a power cord or a power box, like an interface. Push button and something moves, like a garage door. In this case, maybe.
This looks like it could lift a pound or two. It's missing a handle, though.
Okay, so I need a handle. I need a doll, sounds like. Ah, this might be the doll right here. Yeah. Hi. Okay. We go do that, and then we recreate the power out front. So I can use it to tap for a spirit well. there's this. I don't know if there's much more back there right now anyway, so let's see what this is. Oh, old cigarette pack, I see.
Now, here's a hard-working man who could probably use a well-deserved smoke. It's Francis, right?
Excuse me, but, who are you exactly?
No, just a guy looking to do the right thing. I imagine some would call me a patriot. Are you a patriot, Francis?
Patriot, huh? I imagine others would call you something else entirely.
People going around touting that they have patriotism or whatever, like acting like it's a major, like, you know, oh, look at me, I'm a patriot, usually are not as squeaky clean, wonderful as they pretend to be. Not always, but oh, here we go. Back up a little bit? I don't know. Whether it's wild or not. I cannot get in there right now. I don't know. It is not gonna let me access that. I don't know if it's a weird angle or if it's just I'm missing something else I have to do first. I can't do anything with it right now, okay? We have more down below to do first or something. It's a barrier, obviously. So in reality, there's a window, and in the spiritual realm, there's barrier. It looks like it could let me through, but right now it's a barrier. What is, can't remember, what is the key for F, out-of-body experience? What's the one? Forget the keys. What is it? It's, yeah, hold space for Spirit Blast. Oh, so I guess I can't do that right now? I guess not. Yeah, it's not because I was a weird angle, so I don't know.
There we go. The thing's unstable. I can't keep it running for too long.
Already, huh? Is there a sprint back? I don't think I can do that. I don't know a way to do that because I don't think there's no way I can go through that at least. Oops, that way. Pretty sure that's not. Okay, let's back up here. Hey, Silo, welcome. Good to see you, man. So what is... I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so I want... Go back here again. Okay, where is that? There. Yeah. Yep, okay. I think I know. Come on. Here.
There we go.
Go, no, this way, this way, this way. Run.
Shit. The thing's unstable. I can't keep it running for too long.
Yeah, I can't run. There's no way I'm going to make it back there in time. That isn't going to happen. Because even if you say that I was really slow off the block running from after turning that on, there's no way I get back to garage. Oh, I know. I know what I need to do. That makes sense. I know. I need to go spirit form and then come all the way over here and start it and then get out of spirit form and then push the button right away. That's what I need to do. Okay. Do this again. So come over here. Do. Okay, I need to be right here. Okay. Now I need to go.
There we go.
And I don't know what that does other than it raised that for me. I'm actually not sure what I need that for. That was a memory. Oh, wait, there's something else. Oh, there's this. I missed this before. I missed that before. Good. I got something I missed. All right, yeah. Richard, how could you? How the can anyone do such a thing? I guess deep down, I always knew there was something broken inside you. But this... One thing's for certain. Whatever he did to you, whatever we did to you, you got what you deserved. Yeah, it's not. Richard was not a good guy. I couldn't remember the names earlier, but now I remember. Richard is the guy that was the kid in Germany, and he had the friend that was Jewish or Gypsy or whatever, and the Nazis took her, and then Richard's dad also was punished for not revealing sooner or something that he knew about her or whatever. And so Richard, as a child, had the trauma of the punishment his dad endured plus losing his friend. And he was already kind of a recluse before he met his friend too, so that kind of stung him maybe more poignantly or something. And then he grew up as an artist, and then Thomas is the name of the guy who was his apprentice for a time. And then they parted ways. Richard became like over time. Richard became an old man. Thomas became a middle-aged man. Thomas had a girl, and that girl is the one that Richard did terrible things to. And then Thomas exacted revenge by going into, like with his own medium ability, going into Richard's brain and making him pay. No. We already looked at this. It's cool, but I don't know we can do anything with that. We already looked at that. Got the insight information for that. Yeah, so I guess my question would be, what is the next? It's a horse. We don't do anything with that, though. We looked at it. We got an insight memory or whatever from it. We got the insight on the cigarettes. Okay, well, there's something else. What are they doing? I don't know. So we got the engine lifted. What are we doing with the engine? Certainly we're not putting it in the motorcycle. It's not the right kind of engine. Not to mention, I need potentially like crank or something for this. Not bolt cutters, those won't work. Like a jack handle or something, really. But maybe I'm not supposed to lift that. She commented that that was missing, and there's a thing where you could, there's obviously an interaction there where you can put something, use something on the door, but I don't have anything, and I didn't see anything to use for that. I guess we can look further to the side, see if there's anything more. I don't know if we can do something. Oh, wheel. Okay. A wheelchair wheel. Oh, here we go.
All right, Richard. It's just you and me. We're gonna have a nice chat. Hey. Hey! He really messed you up, didn't he? In ways no one else could.
He tried to get to Richard, too. Didn't realize he was no longer there.
Yeah, where it says man on the subtitles, man, it's some guy we don't know who he is. The man tried to talk to Lily, who is the human version of Sadness. And she just said, he was like, "Is your dad's in charge here, right? You know where he is?" But he was coming off really creepy, and she was like, "Run away or I'll scream." And then he tried to talk to Richard apparently also, but then Richard was like, not really there, so. Okay. There's not anything else out here that I have to be around the tool shed. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let me go examine the engine more closely, maybe, I guess. I don't know if I can, really, but... Oh! I can go down now. I see. There are stairs, and there's an object down below. I get it. Where I couldn't get it before because the engine block was in the way. I see. Now I have the jack handle. Yeah, so we can lift that. Okay. I see, I see. Anything else I'm missing with insight? No. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Oh. Oh, I see.
Was this the Red House? It was then I knew. This was the place. The answers were right in front of me, buried among the ashes. There's gotta be something left.
Okay. Pause there. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and so I'll be a few minutes. Unfortunately, it's a longer one. And also I'm gonna turn off the AC. The AC is getting a little too chilly now. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so I guess. Burned down house, yeah. I'm considerably worried that we're gonna have a reappearance of the Maw here shortly. We'll see. The Maw's lovely, isn't she? So friendly and warm. We're gonna be besties after this is over. I'm just telling you now. We are going to love hanging out together all the time. I'm not seeing anything show up out in the yard here. I don't know that I should or not. But I'm doing the insight, just in case. I say out in the yard, but I mean really, it's just, you know, whatever's in front of the house. Not a whole lot of great stuff left. It's pretty much a ruin, right? Dilapidated and falling apart. Anything around the side here? No, there's more I can explore. Oh, yeah, there's this. This is going to be a thing. I don't remember if I can interact with this on my own or if I have to have something else first. I don't remember how I do those things. I think I have to do something else first, and then an interaction icon shows up. I think that's what that is. Any further? Okay, so that's the end of that. So I guess who's on over here again? Find the point of recollection.
You think you're tough? When you hear them squeal and you smell their bodies burning, you'll tell me everything. You'll beg me to listen.
God. There were children inside? Was she? Was I?
Yeah, because that's what Lily, or Sadness, told us the end of last time was that we had to, our character, Marianne, had to remember the past. So this might be what she was saying. It might actually be something directly tied to us. Follow this. This is one of those trails. Like little footprints, almost echoes of spiritual energy that I need to follow. So I guess we'll go over here first.
this? You think you're so special? You'll burn just like the rest of us.
Jesus. Who the fuck is that guy?
Just like the rest of us? So he wanted them all to burn? Wanted himself to burn along? Or he felt threatened by something and thought he was going to burn, and then decided to make sure everybody else came along with him? I don't know. It's a loud fire. Yeah. No alarms that wrong. Well, especially when it first started, she's like, ah! Mary Ann. So I was like, hello. If Ma was around, I'm not quiet anymore. So at that point, oh, cuts. May or may not be good. The cigarette lighter he used to start the fire after the gasoline. Oh.
Okay, let's see who you really are. You fuck. Locked and tight, huh? You wanna give it a go? Be my guest. Nah, this one's all yours. I like to think I'm more of the brains of the operation. Yeah, I got an idea. Why don't we... or that. Yeah, word too, I guess. Right. What do we have here? Fuck. I knew he was trouble. Security service. That means shit.
That's no way to talk about a government agent, comrade.
Whoopsies.
Wake up, comrade. Socialism ain't gonna build itself.
Fuck. You don't know who you're messing with, kid.
Oh, but I do. I've spent a lot of time getting to know you, Thomas. In fact, you're kind of a pet project of mine.
Oh, yeah? What's my Speedo size?
Funny guy. Oh, I love this one. You like it too, comrade?
Fuck you.
Let's play a game. It's called What Makes Thomas Tick? So, the Nazis found you in Warsaw when you were, what, 3 years old? Oh, they were gonna kill you, but they didn't. No, they saw your potential and wanted to harness it. But then... poof. The war's over. In comes the heroic Red Army, and...
They locked me up for years. Fucking savages.
they do important scientific research. Find out what it is that makes you special. And what is that exactly?
Ask your mom.
You enjoy it, don't you? Hurting people like those scientists. What were you? 18? I saw the photographs. I know how to make a man hurt, but I gotta say, I was impressed.
Stick around. I'll give you a live demonstration.
And there you were, free at last, but always on the run. And look at you, you almost made it. But you had to use this power years again. And on who? On your best friend, Richard.
Here they're coming.
Yes! I know you wanted revenge, I understand. I would do anything for my child, too. Whatever it takes.
Leave my children out of this.
Children. Yes. How much pain would you endure to keep them safe? What would you sacrifice for them? Your freedom, maybe?
Let me go, you piece of shit!
That's what I thought. I'll let you go. But first, I want you to tell me all about these powers of yours.
Then earn it! Come on! Enough of this sissy shit! Hit me!
I thought you'd never ask. Get some rest, Thomas. The next time you wake up, the real pain begins.
Nice guy.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Time's running out.
What did you do?
Here. See yourself.
No! You sick fuck! Let me out of here! Let me out!
They're still in there, Thomas. Will you show me now?
I will, Conrad. Whatever it takes.
Does that mean we're gonna be Spirit Thomas?
Fucking finally.
Yeah.
I thought he'd never give us a chance. Okay, gotta move fast. Thankfully, this place has a way of messing with the time flow. I still got a chance to save them. All work and no play, are you, Henry? All right. Let's see what makes you tick. No way across. Guess I'll just make my own. Fuck. I'm not alone in here.
There's no sneak. Cannot sneak with him, so I guess he's just too direct or something. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not sneaking, buddy. Frankly, I'm surprised what we just did there did not attract whatever that giant thing is. room we want to get into. Probably cannot go directly. Locked right now.
There you are. At least the part of you I'm after.
Case file 73523. Codename Butcher. Suspect Jacob Wilk. Suspected of theft, fraud, illegal trade. Investigator Henry Wilk, Senior Constable. Oh wait, there might have been more. What's over here? Yeah. Also that. So you can do this and then play.
Do you know why you're here?
I'm not playing your games, Henry.
Don't call me that. The agency was led to believe you've been stealing meat from the working people of the Republic.
Where would they get that idea, I wonder?
You've been a very bad boy.
Let's just get this over with.
Given your line of work, you had ample opportunity to commit your crime. It is a crime against the people. Punishable by death. Anything to say in your defense?
I'm sorry, Henry.
Bet he didn't accept that, though. I assume, at least. Oh, no, this is open. Okay. Filing cabinets and stuff. It's interesting how different people's minds, when you enter, they have different types of setups, right? Like when we entered, what was his name? Not Henry, the old guy. Anyway, when we entered his mind, it was much different, and there was a lot of the vegetation and stuff from his childhood when he grew up, right? I'm not looking forward to the confrontation with that thing at whatever point.
Shit.
So it knows I'm here. it's not busting through to the passage where I am, so it knocks things about, I guess. I wonder if that thing is a defense mechanism or some kind of poisoning of his mind that is entered in. Interesting either way. Just that one scrap, looks like. Ration stamps. Issued by the government of Polish People's Republic. Bloodstains on the floor? Seriously? I mean, we're gonna get butchered? Or does that mean people were butchered here? Or is this in his mind, so it's a little hard to... start making out.
Where are you, boy?
Searching.
Come here! I know you're here. You've been a very bad boy. Bad boy!
Fuck!
I timed that badly. I was trying to wait so it was like away, so I was like, okay, go then, but it didn't.
Come here!
Crap. Why is the light not showing up again? Is he not?
Don't you hide from me!
Over here? Is that where we're...
Bad boy!
Shit! Fuck!
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna die because he keeps saying it hurts him, so I don't. You can only take so much of that, probably, right? I'm gonna come down this somewhere.
I know you're here. You've been a very bad boy.
Come on, I'm trying not to dance around. I'm trying to line up and then make a run for it, and then whatever. So is there above his right shoulder? I mean, not above, but you know what I mean, like visually in the distance. There are a couple of lines of like pig carcasses. Does that light ever go in between those? Because if not, I might be able to run to there and have that be a stopping point. Yeah, I don't think so. I think those two are a place that blocks my right eye. Right eye would not bug me right now. It'd be better. Yes, we'll go there. This first thing. I think this should be safe temporarily. Yeah. Behind those, yeah. Okay. Right there. Hey, Mom, that's a good day. Okay, so really brief summary to catch you up. Not a whole lot, obviously, has happened since last time, but if you remember at the end of last time, we were in that area where the maw was after us, where the lightning struck it and all that, right? We ended up getting outside. There was a cut scene with Sadness, which is Lily, is her human name. Sadness is like her ghost name. Who told our character, Marianne, because our character said, now that you remember your past, Lily, you can get out of here. And Lily said, no, no, no. You, Marianne, have to remember your past. You have to remember the red house. So we headed over to a tool shed and did some stuff so that we could make our way to the red house. When we get to the red house, we start seeing all these memories of this guy, this man. Oh, it was an experimental thing. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Hang on. That was an experimental thing, but I don't know that I need that. Hang on. Let's see. Let me just change this mode, that mode. No. Okay. Slow mode should be off. Sorry about that. So we started, getting these little bits of spiritual energy and whatever. We discovered there's a man. We now know. At the time, we didn't know. No, it's fine. You should be able to post more often now. Now we know his name is Henry. For a bit of it, it was just said man, and you'd hear what he said. But he basically was a major student of. So, I guess let me slightly pause. Do you remember who Thomas is? When we went, so there was the guy who did terrible things to the daughter. There was the old man who did terrible things to the daughter of the one guy who also was a medium. And so we went into the medium, went into that old guy's brain and basically killed him effectively, right? We mentally castrated him. Anyway, so when we got to the red house, we saw these echoes of this guy, Henry, asking like kids about information and stuff, and he ended up finding that same guy, Thomas. So we had a flashback where we see this guy, Thomas, who was captured by this guy, Henry. And Henry was trying to get Thomas to demonstrate his powers as a medium or whatever. But Thomas was resistant. He was like, no, screw you. You're a wuss. You're not really doing much to me. And so, just talking back, of course. And so he knocked Thomas out. He punched him. He had on like metal gloves. He punched him, so Thomas fell unconscious. When Thomas came to, he revealed that he was burning the house, the red house, but he was burning the house where the kids were. So he was burning the kids alive to make Thomas mad so that Thomas would show his powers. The guy is like, has no morals and is just driven, right? Anyway, and so he said, show me your powers. And so Thomas said, fine, you got it, basically. And so we've gone into Henry's brain now. We're going around doing things. There's some giant something or other stalking around inside here. So we know that there is some kind of defense enemy inside Henry's brain. There also are places, we just passed a set of these, but there are places where there's like a searchlight. And when the searchlight finds us, it focuses on us and then it starts to burn us. Thomas starts going like, and I don't